Evans, Lush, when you going to run suspect to fade? So, okay, where are we at on that right now?
Where you at on that fade?
Bro, I never called that fool out for a fade, but I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody calling me out for a fade and me turning down. Like, I'll fight anybody in, like I don't want to fight nobody in here, but I'll fight anybody in here.
There you go again, Bricc.
Hold on.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, you got the Reposado. I asked for the Blanco, but I love you.
Bricc, there you go again. He said everybody in here.
You live with Sam C. Thank you for the extra 10.
You turning down fade?
Yeah, give us the thought process on that, too.
Hold on.
You turned down Flakko fade.
Nah, you ain't turning down.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Or did I get offered a motherfucking contract that was potentially earning me well into the six figures, and then that same very day, some fat dude that I embarrassed the day before decided to be like,
they said outside of cameras, this company never had to know nothing about six figures.
I don't give a fuck.
You risk it?
I don't give a fuck.
How would you
Where he at right now? I don't want to fight Flakko, but I'll fight whoever.
But didn't Flakko stay on the couch last?
Flakko didn't turn up and turning down at the same time.
I'm turning down nothing, fool.
Flakko stayed on the couch last night. One mic. Flakko stayed on the couch last night because he didn't want to take part in the meth skit because he didn't want to go at you, right?
That's why. And you know what? And me and Flakko are
lukewarm.
Me and Flakko Gucci, bro. To this day.
Yeah, because it sound like low key.
No. Me like that had nothing. That little outburst right there had nothing to do with Flakko.
But you turned down the fade.
Nah, fool, it wasn't even like that. You can't even look at it. Like, I don't give a fuck. That wasn't turning down no fade. That was me preserving a six-figure salary. Maybe okay.
Hold on. This is what I'm trying to tell you. He said you playing with my name. We could go outside, off of premises, and we could go get it in like men. Meaning after the news, y'all could have shut down the news
and went to the back.
Go ran the fade.
That's
nobody would have knew about it.
That's crazy.
The six-figure
that's
shit
crazy
because
that's crazy you said that, because I offered him that opportunity afterwards and made several phone calls. Had called AD and was like, "What's up?"
Right there,
it just wasn't at that moment. I wasn't thinking
I went
about.
home and pumped myself up.
I wasn't thinking. What I wasn't thinking about at that moment was fucking fighting this guy. That's the last thing that was on my mind as a 42-year-old man. That was just
nigga like my
please,
Adam here like my
please. Do you have any more?
I could have Mikey gets it. I could have
my conversation grinds to a halt.
My cigarette, fool. That shit like fell off the
You gave me one Parliament. What happened to the other one?
I don't know what happened to the other one. I was literally
what's going on?
Empty. Like, I don't know what, I know I'd put it on the table. I was, look, I was 5 fingers
you
up.
moving low-key fast, girl.
Because he don't want to just say.
He didn't even hit the tequila yet. You got to slow down a little.
Calm down, good.
Look, I went from somebody. No, this is like I don't want to say sensitive because I'm not like sensitive, but it's something that.
Emotional about it, cuz.
Yeah, I'm emotional about it. It's from my heart. You feel me? I'm speaking from my heart.
But you did. You can say, yeah, but
fool.
This is why.
Oh, you still on that?
Fool.
That's crazy.
Because he's not saying yes or no. He
said it wasn't even like that.
It wasn't about. It wasn't
like.
Okay, let me ask you that. If you think like Bricc, let me explain something to you, bro. The shit that I've been through in my life, like the attempts that I've had on my life, the scars that are on my body.
You can't do that right now, love.
It doesn't matter if I felt like Flakko would beat my ass or not. If you think that I was afraid of a fight with that man, you were out your motherfucking skull. It might have looked like that. I get it. And it's a funny thing to say. And it's smut next to my name forever. You quote unquote turned down the fade. My own homies done reminded me of that several times. Yeah. You feel me? Like, but that's not what the fuck it was.
It's all right, literally.
And I would never cop to that. It wasn't me turning down no motherfucking fade. But I get why, like, from a street perspective, sure, you can interpret it like that, but that's not what it was. I was protecting my investment. Okay. I've been working my ass off to get, and you of all people, Bricc.
I understand that.
He's had to make similar decisions
like that.
No, it ain't about not.
I'm trying to do me like that.
He's had to make similar decisions throughout his time here.
Stop doing me like that.
You of all people should understand.
I'm back.
I'm not even telling him to back down. Talk your shit.
He made a grown-up decision. Right.
He see me make a couple grown-up decisions, and it's like, all right, cool, I get it.
I've been beat within an inch of my life by people twice as big and scary as fucking a really nice guy from North Dakota via Darby, Pennsylvania. I love you, Flakko.
But what you said is that, like, personally, besides you making a smart decision, did you break it down? Did you?
Yeah, hell yeah, I broke it down.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's the same thing as turning it down.
It's not though. Like, low
But you saying I made a grown up decision, and that's your fight.
Sure. Okay. Guess what? Fades are for fucking losers. I'm in my 40s, fool. I'm in my 40s. Catch that fade. I'm not a fucking like. I don't look. Okay, if I have to catch fades, cool. That's not what I'm here for, fool. I joined the podcast space because I'm intelligent, because I know about hip hop, because I'm charismatic. I ain't never been no tough guy.
I like that.
There's
I like that.
But was there part of you, because I know like a big part of you podcasting and stuff, and you made it clear, is that you fucked with people like AD and T-Rail, and you
I met T-Rail at No Jumper.
You appreciate like their culture, and you are someone who is kind of taking part in their culture, and part of their culture is that if somebody's really got issue with you like that, you got to just fight them in a parking lot, right?
Yeah, I guess in retrospect, I made the wrong decision.
I respected you making that decision at that time. I'm just kind of surprised that it was that simple of a decision for you, because there has been situations over the last year where I kind of felt like, oh, the simplest way for me to handle this situation might be to just fight somebody in a fucking parking lot. It hasn't come to that, but guess what? I've even thought about it.
Guess what? I'm retarded, but I'm not retarded. And I was $80,000 in debt. I'm still in debt. You feel me? And I got, you feel me, from business loans I took out to make events happen, because when the crypto market crashed, my fucking whatever. Whatever. You feel me? So at that time, I was like, damn, I just got offered a contract that I could be a livable resident of Los Angeles, which is very difficult nowadays due to like just to pay rent in a fucking simple apartment in LA is so crazy. You need to make over a specific amount of money just to even not be like, the poverty line is like 50 something racks out here a year, right? Like we have an insane poverty line. I was above the poverty line. I got a contract to do what I love, to interview rappers. I'm showing Adam 22 different rappers that I think are dope, and then we get to interview them the next week. That shit was lit. I'm not fucking that up because I had hurt somebody's feelings the night before and now they want to fight me.
So you would say, so you didn't want to ruin the No Jumper contract?
Hell yeah, I didn't want to ruin it. And even if Josh is saying to me, Josh is like, no, you're not going to get fired. He said that shit. I don't fucking know that shit, fool. I don't know that shit. Just like I rolled how I rolled today. I brought my homies with me just because I don't know if I'm getting lined the fuck up.
Yeah, but
we wouldn't.
I mean, that shit ain't gonna stop nothing.
It wasn't gonna happen.
That shit out there.
I'm just saying, hey, no, it is what it is, fool. It is what it is. Like, I'm gonna do my best to protect myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna do my best to protect myself. I gotta say, yeah.
No, I kind of felt offended by the +3 because they be on
+3. We plus 13 out there.
That's what I said.
Oh, they be on your +3 sometimes. That's your +3
my
too.
+3s get aggressive.
I was surprised that Tone let you come in here with so many people. I was like, don't we usually cap it at 3?
No, Josh did ask me to get rid of some people, so I did.
Okay. Clemson Street in this motherfucker. I'm just reading the chat.
Ain't no gangs, ain't no streets.
Couple of people donated and said, let me get a cigarette.
My little hubbies out there.
I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
Let me get a cigarette.
David Stevens donated $10. He said, Flakko would dope fiend you, bro.
Probably, fool. You know what that means? You know what dope fiending someone means?
Like punch him in the back of the head, right?
That's called sucker punching, and I don't think Flakko would do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
I think
Flakko got a lot of beef, cause he ain't.
Flakko ain't dope, but
he ain't worried about you.
Flakko got enough honor. Look, I ain't hating on Flakko, fool. Flakko got enough honor. What he did, I respect the fuck out of it. That was an ultimate chess move, fool. And he fucking look. Regardless, if I'm
that was good content. We all looked at him like, damn, he really bounced.
I'm gonna stand on what I said.
What he do?
I didn't turn down the fade, but did I get marked out? Yeah.
Okay, so
but not because
just to take you, all right, let's take him down memory road. He did a stream. He did a show with Flakko, and Flakko basically got.
Hold on.
He went in on Flakko and basically like you accused him of being on some sexual offender status, right?
No,
wasn't that what he was mad about?
Inaccurate.
He was supposed to get on a nigga about that.
So look, if we want to get super technical,
what just happened? What you just said? You want to say I got marked out? Yeah.
Yeah, because.
But did I turn the fade down? I don't get it. You fucking me up, lad.
Let me explain it to you. I know that's funny, and we gonna clip that. Let me explain it to you. So getting marked out means the general perception.
You talking to me? I can tell you what it means.
Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Getting marked out means everything under that.
Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong right now.
Turn it down.
So
Nah,
getting marked out,
in the water bottle.
getting marked out
you want
means
some?
the general perception of you has been altered. You were held to a certain regard. People
Yeah,
respect
we
you
thought
on
you
a
was gonna
certain.
stand up for yourself, and
Right.
you didn't. So
Right.
you got marked out.
So that's a marking out, even though it wasn't me really like.
So what you just saying? Yeah, I got marked out.
I'll just say this, bro. However you want to phrase it, I was definitely.
You
not,
my nigga. I don't care if you
I
got
know.
marked out. I don't have no
I'm just
standard
saying
for
this.
you.
What I was not is afraid to fight that man in the
look like
slightest.
Marky Mark a
in
little bit.
any. Thank you.
So
Yes,
that when you not afraid to fight somebody,
That's why they say
and you
Bricc
don't
zesty,
do
bro.
it, it kind of fuck with your mental manhood. You know what I'm saying? Like if I know, like I get in with you, but I don't, and then later on I think about it now, having conversations like this, which I want to prevent. That means like when you get marked out, like you just like fuck. Like I could have fought, or
I should've-
like if I ask you to fight, cuz if I tell you, cuz we about to get in, and you like, bro, like just chill. But you know you should have fought me.
Yeah, if
Then
a nigga
that's-
say we about to get out,
You don't
gotta
wanna be a mark.
dive
Of
in.
course.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, 1,000%. And to me, at that moment, all I was thinking about was the fact that this dude that my boss had asked me to research a little bit had been lying to not only, and I'm sorry, Flakko, bro. I'm not trying to hate on you, bro, because
Bro,
We still never got to the bottom of what you were talking about on that episode.
Flakko, don't take nothing offensively. Say the shit exactly how.
look.
Fuck
Some
Flakko
shit
right
had popped
now.
up in some shit had popped up in the Reddit about Flacco's past. It said that and there's like screenshots of a Facebook conversation, all this shit. It said that he grew up in a completely different state, which, by the way, is far more reputable on some gangster shit. Like Darby, PA,
out
that's
Philly.
right outside of Philly. You feel me? That's like ain't no punks anywhere near the 215 or 610 area codes. All right, so we had seen that shit, and Adam was like, "Yo, Lush, look into this shit." Now, Adam didn't say like, "Yo, ruin this fool, expose this fool." He's like, "Yo, Lush, like what? Like we got to talk about this," because he knew me, Suspect, and Gina was doing the Monday show, and Flakko was a part of that show as well, actually. And he knew that the show was getting low ratings. He's like, "Yo, Lush, what the fuck is cracking with this shit?" Find out, because he knew that I was hungry enough and had enough time on my hands. I'm gonna look into this shit.
And I mean, if the entire Reddit
And I'm
is
a
talking
competent
about
researcher.
somebody being accused of not being from where they're from, and not
Yeah.
on some gangbanging shit, just on some like where you grew
Yeah,
up,
period.
what state you grew up in, I felt like it was a fair conversation to have. To be fair, I felt like we never really got to the bottom of it.
That okay? I could leave the podcast on that note.
So
because that's the whole thing.
what state is you from?
Me, I'm
You're from
born and
here.
raised in West Los
that's
Angeles,
not-
California.
No, we're talking about Flakko.
Is the
Born
nigga
and
with the
raised.
Flacco
issue.
says he's from North Dakota, but that he grew up
Oh,
in,
yeah,
in
Flacco
Liberia.
said he from Norfolk.
But then he, at one point,
Well, he's born in
there was
Africa. So
information
where's Cut
saying that.
from?
He born in Africa, I believe. I don't,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not his
said
biographer.
he was born in Africa.
So yeah, and then he had always told us that he spent the majority of his life in North Dakota. Now, mind you, like how maybe you and Flame knew each other before No Jumper, I assume, right?
We knew of each other before.
Okay, so y'all didn't know each other. Imagine.
We met at fashion. Yeah,
But I'm
Okay.
saying we
No,
know each other now.
So you've known each other for like a few months,
met-
essentially,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Imagine if you found out DW Flame was actually born in Huntsville, Alabama, and you just found that out, and he spent the majority of his life, and he graduated high school in Huntsville, Alabama. And let's say you found that out.
and he came down here and got put on in Long Beach. and
Let's
mixed up
take
with
the
them
gang
niggas.
shit out of
He
the
said,
I'm
equation.
if
about
I
to
just
say
was
I
up
have
here-
a whole different type of respect for because he really thugging in Long Beach and he
we're
ain't
not
even
talking
from out
about
here.
gang
It wasn't
shit.
some
I'm
gang
just
shit.
saying
It was
about-
just
No,
we
he said
felt like
imagine.
we
Yeah,
felt like Flacco
imagine
was
you
being
from a-
Bricc made
deceptive.
this so back down. He
Imagine
can't
I'm right
remove
here,
himself.
I'm chilling. I'm right here, I'm chilling. But I'm saying I'm from here, blah blah blah. But the whole time you find out I'm really from this place or this
But
place.
This is a friend of yours.
Hold on.
The
That's-
deception is the whole thing.
Hold on.
Right.
That's like
There's no
somebody
defending
going
this,
on a
Bricc.
podcast in Atlanta and they're in Atlanta.
Repping
And they
Atlanta.
say they from LA.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they like, and
Yes.
he on the podcast, he from LA, but he's from the Inland Empire.
Right. The whole,
Or the
So-
whole time.
No, it's
Or
completely
he just said
different.
from where he from.
No,
is what
completely
you said.
different.
Because
No.
it's the same distance.
No, it's not full. Philadelphia to North Dakota is like a fucking
totally
4-hour
separate sides of the
flight.
country.
He was in Darby, PA. What are we talking about?
Right, and he was saying, and he said that he grew up in North Dakota, which is like the Midwestern United
Okay, but
States.
he admitted to growing up in North Dakota, right?
Right,
And
but he
then
didn't
he-
grow up in North Dakota. He spent from 6th grade to 12th grade, allegedly.
Allegedly.
You feel me?
Never really got to the bottom of this.
Yeah, and there's pictures of him that popped up on the Reddit from his high school. He's hosting the fucking talent show, and he's got his suit and tie on, and graduate.
So, but he lived in North Dakota until 6th grade?
I don't know the entire chronology, but what he said was he never mentioned Pennsylvania to any of us. Although me being as savvy as I am and as well traveled as I am, he would use certain slang, and I was like privy to his accent enough to realize, damn it, this kind of sounds like this fool grew up in the northeastern United States. Like, I've traveled a lot, so I'm able to like discern things like that. You know what I mean?
But one of the things that he read when he was doing the science about Flakko was that he basically kind of accused him of potentially getting some kind of charge related to a sexual nature, right? Which didn't pan out.
Let me elaborate.
That's what I'm saying. Get
Hold
to
on.
it.
So let me elaborate on that.
I low-key fell asleep right now.
No, because Brick's hitting him with hypotheticals about gay. Well, he tried to use a hypothetical, then Brick goes all the way in on the hypothetical.
I'm like, what's really going on?
He's like, so he was from 6-0 and then...
So I stepped into the studio that day, and on the screen, you did nothing wrong.
Because I do that a lot.
No, it's all right.
On the screen, there's this little screen right here. On the screen was a police report. And you could, suspect hates my ass. He wants to beat me up, right? Ask him right now if there is a police report on the fucking TV when I walked in there. Ask Gina if there is a police report on the fucking TV screen.
All right, about what?
About some sexual assault case with somebody that had the same or a similar name to Flakko or one of Flakko's family members. You feel me? Now, did I allude to that? So I seen that. That was on the fucking screen. Like, this has been talked about before. This is not a revelation. Now, am I saying Flakko did that? No. Flakko didn't do that. I'm not saying Flakko did that. I know nothing about that. But all I was doing was referring to what was on the motherfucking screen, just like you reading a super chat donation right now. So I didn't have like this predetermined agenda. I'm going to expose Flakko or try to expose Flakko for being a sex offender. No, that was not what it was. And I didn't think that's what it was.
But did you say something about him being a sex offender?
No, I did not. What I said.
Adam, what was said about him being a...
It was alluded to.
Hold on, let me clear this up.
Or at least,
Flakko, I don't want you to be a sex offender.
That's how Flakko took it, and that's
Matter
why
of fact, we can move past
So
it.
then the next day, Flakko and Lush are both on the news, and Flakko stands up in the middle of the news and basically says, you owe me a fade outside right now because you're playing with my name.
Yeah, because I don't play about that.
Which was pretty gangster, regardless of if it was right or wrong. It was a wild moment.
So here's what happened.
And then what happened? Wait, this was a face-to-face thing.
This was about a year ago.
And then what happened? No, can y'all play the scenario? Real quick.
Theoretically, you could show you the whole thing, but
you could show me.
Theoretically, but I'm not going to do that to the
No, my bad, Lush. I don't even want to do that to you, Lush. But I do want to know.
So essentially what had happened was there was like there's a very negative response to the attempted exposure of Flakko.
That's true.
On the Monday show, which was the show that we had at the time.
You and I both got a lot of heat for that.
We both got a lot of heat for that, and I tried to hold your name down. Maybe I could have held your name down better. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But like I took a lot of shit, and then you actually stepped up for me. Mm-hmm. To a degree.
Remember
and you even said like, yo, I told Lush to look this shit up.
Right.
Like you said that shit. Like so.
I mean, the worst thing that could have happened in my mind at that moment was to just do another episode of the Monday show that basically wasn't terribly energetic or passionate or excited. Like there was episodes of the Monday show where you had like Gina, Suspect, Flakko, and Lush, and they could barely look at each other. Like they're talking, but they're like really like blatantly not fucking with each other on camera. Wild shit.
That's dope.
To me, it's
that's
like
crazy.
Okay,
but nobody liked it though.
Okay,
people got to go through that though. Like,
but beef is great when people are actually actively arguing with each other and going at it. That's great. People love to see
it's real though.
People love to see a podcast cast go at it and figure out their differences.
Right.
They weren't trying to figure out their differences. They kind of decided that they didn't fuck with each other.
It was a lack of chemistry.
It was a lack of anything. And so as a result, okay, one of the people is having accusations made about him in the Reddit, not of the sexual nature, but of just that you weren't born where you said that you were from. It's like, given that there's already this degree of tension, let's fucking bring this to the table and talk about it. It's not like, listen, if it was so serious that it would have been like really problematic to even talk about it at all, I wouldn't have necessarily encouraged it. But since we're talking about like where you went to high school, I mean, this is a matter of fact. It's not really an issue of like opinion. It's not, something that should be barred from, being conversated about. To me, I thought it was a fair combo.
Well, yeah, and I feel like
Some
it was
people
too
can't take
because like whatever happened with my mental health or any inconsistencies that regarded to me were definitely utilized for content. But I'm like, but that's like par for the course with being
you was
on.
crying to the internet about it.
Of course, fool. I'm an emotional ass drug addict. What do you expect? fool?
So that's what you
What do you expect?
What do you
feel me?
expect
Like,
from the internet when you crying about it?
of course,
You
but
crying
like,
about this
of
shit.
course, like that's when you're an emotional ass drug addict, sometimes you don't take certain things into account.
Correct.
Like how you're going to be perceived. That's completely out the window. And I'm not like, I'm just trying to give a glimpse of the thought process.
Got a little
behind
bit of
it,
knowledge. Cut.
I mean, it was also fair for you to not know that he was going to be that offended by it, because it was a little aggressive, I guess.
Well,
but I didn't think it was the kind of thing that was going to have to come to blows.
But you low-key played with Cut name, right? He played with Cut name.
No, I didn't though. Here's the thing. I never accused him of being a sex offender. I walked into a studio.
But was that your boy already? That was his boy?
We was cool.
They both worked
you feel
here.
me? Like we both worked here. Like I realized in the past, and I figured I thought this is shit that you're supposed to figure out when you're still a teenager, but apparently life continues to life well into your 30s and 40s, and I'm still figuring out who my real friends are.
Right, no cap.
You feel me? And that number is like decreasing on a consistent basis. So, like I didn't, so maybe I should have known certain things more than I should have, but regardless.
You got your grandma's heart.
I got